Good people, I am back with another reaction video. This time is to the 12 Angry Men. Now, this is my first time seeing this, but with all honesty, when I was younger, in elementary school, I believe, they rolled in the TV card, if you remember that, and they started playing this movie. I remember they said 12, and I went to sleep. I saw black and white, I was out. I didn't even know what it was about until I just read the plot. So let me read that to you. The jury in a New York City murder trial is frustrated by a single member whose skeptical caution forces them to more carefully consider the evidence before jumping to a hasty verdict. You know, they say there's a lot of lessons you can learn in movies, and this is, I hear you can learn all kinds of lessons from. But let's check out 12 Angry Men.
If there's a reasonable doubt in your minds as to the guilt of the accused, then you must bring me a verdict of not guilty. However, there's no reasonable doubt, then you must, in good conscience, find the accused guilty.
In good conscience. And find good conscience.
Must be unanimous.
I recognize him. Looking at me, man. Oh, wow. Is that the accused? He has a worried look. But let's look at the evidence, right? 12 Angry Men. I've been trying to live my life more logically, right? And I know a lot of people say, oh, haven't you already been living your life that way? That's what I thought, but I have not.
Never been on a jury before.
No, I sat on many juries, even when it's an open and shut case like this one. I mean, did you ever hear so much talk about nothing? If you ask me, I'd slap those tough kids down before they start any trouble.
He already got preconceived notions going into it, man. This is good. And everybody's gonna have different personalities, but we already see he's coming in with a preconceived notion about these certain tough kids. Okay, let me be quiet and watch.
Yeah, it's not a bad view, huh?
I tell you, we were lucky to get a murder case.
I figured that's for an assault or burglary.
Boy, they can be the dullest.
Yeah, I guess when your horn works, now try your lights.
Okay, man, let's take our seats, huh? I think it's reasonable to sit in order.
I'm watching the second juror number 2. Juror number 2, I'm watching there. I'm gonna see how he progresses throughout this movie. Juror number 2.
We'll discuss it first and then vote on it.
I think it's customary to take a preliminary vote.
Let's vote. Who knows? Maybe we can all get out of here, huh?
So they're gonna write the voting.
Accused guilty, we've got to send him to the chair.
Oh, well, I'm already.
All those voting guilty, please raise your hands. 3, 4, 5.
I'm not voting guilty. I'm sorry, man.
8, 9, 10.
I'm not making that decision.
All those voting not guilty?
Yeah, I'm with him. I ain't even heard the case. I'm voting not guilty.
Boy, oh boy.
All right.
Always one.
All right. It'd be 2 if I was there.
You really think he's innocent?
I don't know.
You heard what we did. The kid's a dangerous killer.
She's beautiful.
We're talking about somebody's life here. We can't decide it in 5 minutes, supposing we're wrong.
Supposing we're wrong.
Supposedly wrong. One time.
Should fall down on my head. You can suppose anything.
That's right.
That's true. But we're talking about a life.
A wild, angry kid, that's all he's ever been. And you know why? Because he's been hit on the head by somebody once a day, every day.
Oh, wow.
You're not going to tell me that we're supposed to believe this kid, knowing what he is? Listen, I've lived among them all my life. You can't believe a word.
Limo. Bro, this is very, very profound to me. He's like, we're talking about someone's life, and we can't take an hour. But it's deeper than that, right? He's talking about, look how this young man was raised. He's been beat up his whole life, every day. What do you think is gonna happen? They make a bigger point about life, though, right?
Now, maybe if we each took a couple of minutes just to
tell us why, y'all.
Quick idea.
No. Suppose we go once around the table.
That'll help me out.
The old man lived downstairs under the room where the killing took place. And he heard the kid yell out, "I'm gonna kill you."
Okay.
Second later, he heard a body hit the floor.
He's suspicious.
Listen, what about the woman across the street? She was the one who actually saw the kill.
Wait.
She swore she saw him do it.
Through the windows of a passing L train.
This is all circumstantial, right?
To ask you something.
Ask him, brother.
You don't believe the boy's story. How come you believe the woman's? She's one of them, too, isn't she?
Ooh.
You smart fella, aren't you?
Wait. Did he gut punch her with that one? Oh.
All right, they heard an argument. They couldn't hear what it was about. Then they heard the father hit the boy twice. Finally, they saw the boy run angrily out of the house. What does that prove?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah,
Took that twice for knife fight. Say he's real handy with a knife. A kid like that?
He's
What do you mean, kid? Who wrote?
Say he's the product of a broken home and a filthy neighborhood. We can't help that.
It's all connected to me.
I've lived in a slum all my life.
Wait a minute.
Please, I played in backyards that were filled with garbage. Maybe you can still smell it on me.
Now listen, Sonny. Come on now, there's nothing personal
Oh,
about
now,
this.
there was.
What's the difference? I have issues now, not issues, but I just try to understand terms that people use. Like I don't understand a lot of words when people are saying them, and I know that people might say that sounds ignorant. Why are you asking questions? You know what that means? And like, no, I want you to tell me what you mean by what you say.
There was one alleged eyewitness to this killing. Someone else claims he heard the killing, saw the boy run out afterwards. Could they be wrong?
That's a good question. This guy.
Knife this fine, upright boy admitted buying the night of the killing. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's get it in here and look at it.
You know, I'm with him. Let's thoroughly go through this. You know, I've probably been with the other guys. Like, man, let's a few years back. I was like, man, let's get this. Let's go home, man.
It's a very unusual knife. I've never seen one like it. Neither had the storekeeper who sold it to them.
That thing sharp, though.
I'm just saying a coincidence is possible.
It's not possible.
Why? Why is it not possible? He got the same knife. You better stop it.
I walked through the boy's neighborhood. I bought that in a little pawn shop just 2 blocks from the boy's house. It cost $6.
Oh, wow. That just...
I'm going to call for another vote. There are 11 votes for guilty. I won't stand alone. We'll take in a guilty verdict to the judge right now.
This guy was just sitting in the window at the beginning just thinking. Wasn't saying much, saying anything to anyone.
Guilty.
Come on, be the last 2, not the last 1. Not guilty. Oh, it's 3 left, ain't there? No, that's 2. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
All right, then. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out.
Bet I'm excitable. We're trying to put a guilty man in the chair where he belongs.
I would love to have a conversation with this man right here.
Now, he doesn't say the boy is not guilty. He
Not-
just isn't sure.
Right.
I'm talking here. You have no right to leave this
Can't
room.
hear you. He never will.
Yeah, he ain't heard you since before you started talking. He ain't heard him.
And what are you getting out of this, kicks? Or did somebody bump you on the head one time and you haven't gotten over it? You know, you do-gooders are all alike.
I really got to understand how that machine works. The paper, the towel machine. Does it supposed to bring out clean towel? How much clean towel is in there?
Supposing you talk us all out of this and kid really did knife his father, huh?
Well, okay. Well, then he knifed his father. I'd rather be wrong and save a life than wrong and kill someone.
Has anybody any idea how long it takes an elevator train going at medium speed to pass a given point?
What has that to do with anything?
How long? Take a guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
I just finished painting an apartment that overlooked an L line.
Noisy?
Oh, brother.
How you ain't hearing nothing?
Let's take 2 pieces of testimony and try to put them together. He says he heard the boy say, "I'm going to kill you," and a split second later heard a body hit the floor.
And then she saw him do it. There's no way. Yeah, okay. All right,
Across
okay.
the street, swore positively she looked out of the window.
No way he could have
saw
heard
the
that.
killing through the last 2 cars of a passing elevated train.
There's no way he could have heard him say, "I'm going to kill you."
Therefore, the train had been roaring by the old man's window a full 10
10 seconds at
before
least.
the body hit the floor.
It was at least 8 seconds. He wouldn't have heard none of that.
Why should he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe.
Attention, maybe. Man, you better get on somewhere with this.
Perhaps he made himself believe he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
Well, that's the most fantastic story I've ever heard. How can you make up a thing like that? What do you know about it?
Getting deep in here.
I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
Bright? He's a common, ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
Oh, my goodness.
I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
There it is.
Look, the kid had a lawyer, didn't he? He presented his case, not you. How come you got so much to say?
Court-appointed lawyers.
If he really had killed his father, why would he come back home 3 hours later? Wouldn't he be afraid of...
Afraid of police? Yeah. That's a good point.
She screamed. The boy certainly must have heard the scream. So he
Yeah.
knew that somebody saw something.
Yeah, he would have known the police was at in.
In his state of panic, he may not have heard the scream. Perhaps it wasn't very loud.
Okay.
You people are talking only about the little details. You're forgetting the important stuff. I mean, all of a sudden, everybody here...
Uh-oh, I want to see how many gonna switch this time. You know, there are movies like this all over the place.
Now, who's voting not guilty?
I know we all
those voting
don't
not
want to
guilty,
watch
please
them
raise your
because
hand.
there's not any action in it, I know. I like action.
Pardon? I vote not guilty.
Ooh.
Look, now what about the old man? Are we supposed to believe that he didn't get up and run to his door?
The old man got up to ran. Did you say run? The man said he limped. How did he get to his door?
Where was the bedroom?
It was down the
Yeah,
hall.
how did he get down there? The man said he was limping.
Mr. Foreman, I'd like to see a diagram of the apartment.
He was an old man. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive?
Wait a minute. Wait, bro, you just said, uh-huh. Look at that. So this is what changes his mind?
He would have had to walk 12 feet, open the bedroom door, walk 43 feet down, and open the front door, all in 15 seconds.
Man, that's a long walk. That's a long walk. Well, that's a long walk for 20 seconds for him.
Will you stand right there and mark the front door? It was chain locked according to the testimony, remember?
He had to unlock the chain, too? He had to unlock, no. Man, you like in 45 seconds.
Ever since you walked into this room, you've been acting like a self-appointed public avenger. You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Like, why, though? Man, get that knife away.
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
This dude, bro, you are breaking this whole case. You, single-handedly.
That we are notified by mail, decide on the guilt or innocence of a man we have never heard of before. We have nothing to gain or lose by our verdict.
Yeah, we got to change this system. We got to replace this system with a system of justice. We live in a system of deceit and murder.
I could vote guilty, too.
You still vote guilty?
Not guilty.
Guilty.
I know he's still voting guilty. Bro, come on. You still voting guilty? Something else is going on now.
The vote is now 6-6.
Ooh, 6-6.
You must be out of your minds. A kid like that.
What do you mean? A kid like that? He's a human being, brother.
I mean, where does he come off calling me? A public avenger, sadist and everything? I mean, anyone in his right mind would blow a stack. Huh?
I like this guy.
He did an excellent job.
Sure did.
He had 3 months from the night of the murder to the day of the trial in which to memorize them.
Okay, now he's throwing holes in the his alibi, them breaking down the
I'll
alibi.
take the testimony of the policeman who interrogated the boy
Why?
right after the murder.
I mean, that's fine taking it. You take that into account too. Look at the lighting, the camera shots it's great.
Long, I think it was. Who else? I'd never heard of him before.
Brother, I don't know. See how hard it is when we say I don't know.
And you weren't under an emotional stress, were you?
He's sweating now. I ain't never sweat. He don't sweat. He's sweating now. Look at this nonsense.
I'll give you a demonstration. Somebody get up.
No, not with you, cuz.
What's
it
Nobody's hurt.
I get it.
Right, nobody hurt.
This is the way I'd stab a man who was taller than I was.
But I'm gonna do this. Ain't nobody doing this. I'm doing it. He right. You doing this? You losing reach. I think, right? When you
See, you lose too much time switching hands.
oh look okay, here we go. Look at it. This is
Underhanded.
huh?
I changed my vote to not guilty.
What? Here's the thing. If I was on this jury, it'd make
Another vote.
I'm already not guilty. I don't care what he did. I don't have the right to sentence somebody to death. I just don't feel like I have that. I don't have that right. 7. Who'd it be?
8.
Let's do it on the far end. The jury 11. Juror 11. Thought so. I knew he was going. I'm shocked he hadn't changed. There it is.
Well, nobody's blaming them for it. That's the way they...
Who is they?
You know what I mean? Violent. Where you
I'd like to know who he's talking about, though.
in life don't mean as much to them as it does to us.
Who?
If somebody gets killed, so somebody gets killed. They don't care.
Y'all listen to the lessons. These are lessons that we can learn from all of this for sure.
I've known a couple who were okay, but that's the exception. You know what I mean?
We don't need to walk away from them. We want to talk to you. I'd like to know who you talking about.
There's not a one of them who's any good.
Who?
Now sit down.
No, even the other dude turned around. Why? Even the other dude turned around.
That she got a good look at the boy in the act of stabbing his father.
The lights went out
As far as
after
I can see it, this is
the killing.
unshakable testimony.
I couldn't be definite that was him. I know I couldn't be definite.
The woman who testified that she saw
See,
the
you see how the
killing
indentions?
had those same marks. Sides of her nose. She kept rubbing them in court.
Huh?
You wear glasses when you go to bed?
No, I don't. No one wears eyeglasses to bed.
Well, they broke down this whole case. What were the lawyers doing?
She had to be able to identify a person 60 feet away at night without glasses.
You can't send someone off to die on evidence like that.
Of course not.
You think he's guilty?
I think he's guilty.
You the only one.
Well, what do you want? I say he's guilty.
You know, it would be nice if if every
I gave you my argument.
jury had a person like him in it. But usually, you have more people like this one, the guy that's holding out here. You get more people in juries like him than you find in juries like the other bro, him. And that's reality based on evidence.
Why don't you take that stuff about the old man? The old man who lived there and heard everything.
During the L train. Oh, this is his son.
Rotten kids, you work your life.
Here we go. Somebody's son. What happened? If he lost his life, that man lost his life, and now you're gonna have this other kid sentence him to death? Come on, brother. There it is. There it is. Like, who is this guy? He's gonna go around to another jury? Not guilty. That'd be cool. They showed him in another jury. All right, y'all, this is gonna be easy. All right, let's go ahead and get this vote out so we can get out of here, huh? All right, guilty, 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 guilty. Not guilty. And then it pans to him and it goes off. It's all right. We all walked out of here learning. It's people we can talk to now. We all understand each other a little better.
What's your name?
Davis.
My name's McCardle. Well, so long. So long.
All right, then. Saved a life. Oh yeah. That's excellent. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Wait a minute, let me see. Some of these guys I've seen before. Just can't remember their names. E.G. Marshall. Like, I think I've seen him in something before. Jack Clark. I know I've seen him. I know I've seen him, Jack Warden. I don't know his name, but I know. And Henry Fonda, of course, yeah. Ed Begley. Oh, wow, okay. Good movie. Great movie, man. You get a lot of lessons out of that, man. I really enjoyed that. I don't even understand why I haven't watched it. I should have watched it back then. I would have learned something then. I really learned something from this movie, man. How we talk to each other, how we treat each other, how we treat people's lives on this planet, right? People, those 11 at the beginning, that's how sometimes the world is against a lot of people. It was 11-1 against you, especially for some people that kind of, that look certain ways. And this movie kind of helps me to understand we should use logic in situations, especially when somebody's life is on the line. Let's use logic and break this down. Just reasonable doubt. Why should we be killing anyone? See, I don't believe, and this is my perspective, I don't believe I am qualified to kill anybody. Ever. So if you ever put me on a jury talking about death penalty, he or she is already not guilty. But anyway, you guys let me know what you thought about 12 Angry Men and what lessons you learned, if you learned any. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can learn a lot of lessons from everything, right? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about 12 Angry Men in the comment section below. And if it's your first time visiting us, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this wonderful, wonderful channel out to you. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, pieces.